The Teardrop explodes, and reward welcome to Julian Cope. Your first commitment to music, or the first thing that people know about, was with Ian McCulloch and Pete Wiley in The Crucial Three. Now, not wanting to sort of harp on days gone by, are you sort of still aware of what they're doing? Do you keep in touch or anything?
Well, Wiley he did the History of the Blues, which was quite famous, and Ian's got Echo and the Bunnymen, and yeah, I'm still aware.
But do you keep in touch? I mean, do you keep in touch with those people that you sort of hung around with?
I haven't seen them for ages and ages. I've seen the other Bunnymen very recently. We got on pretty well, actually. But I think it would be hard work with Mac. Maybe it would be a bit okay with Pete. I don't know.
What do you think of the stuff that they're actually coming out with? Not Wiley, because we haven't heard from him for over a year now, but the Bunnymen. I mean, do you listen to their stuff?
No, not really. You know, it's hard for me to be clear, really.
Where are you from?
I was born in South Wales. I was brought up in Tamworth in the Midlands, and I spent 6 years in Liverpool. So I'm Liverpoolian, really.
Do you think of yourself as a Liverpoolian?
Yeah.
Because
that's the only place that made sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Why was that?
Because people are just... thought these people are great.
What do you think it is about sort of Liverpool people that makes them so endearing and so great?
The attitude to cool. Liverpool cool's just the best cool in the world, you know, when you can fall on your face and it's still cool. And I just think that it's a real place.
But, I mean, Liverpool has so many problems and a lot more than many other cities. Why do you think that people still manage to shine through?
I don't know, I think that's probably what it is. I just think that, I don't know, I haven't got much faith north of Rugby, actually, and then the south of Rugby, I think, gets a bit sort of, I don't know, I feel a bit happy as soon as we go past the Rugby station. I always did.
Tamworth ain't so far from Rugby, though, is it?
Yeah, it's a little bit too close, actually.
Because I know, doesn't the train from Liverpool to London sort of passes through Tamworth?
It goes directly through Tamworth. It's like an hour and a half to each city. It's good, you know.
Is Tamworth a mining town?
No, it's one of these towns that's been that successive governments kind of like raped more and more during the 50s and 60s. It was kind of like it's got brilliant history, but it's too much in the black country for people to take any notice of it. So it's got a good place. Yeah, it's a very cheap place to live as well.
And it's a place that you sort of have spent a lot of time recently, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
When the Teardrops split, was it amicable?
It is now. It wasn't to start with, because they were seriously freaked out, I think. But I don't know. It's okay now. You know, obviously they didn't want. You know, it's kind of like takes away everybody's livelihood for a while. But I didn't feel I was in a position to carry on.
So what did you want to do when the band actually split? I mean, did you intend carrying on with music, or did you want to do something completely different?
No, I was very happy with the music. I was just unhappy with the actual presentation, and I was unhappy with certain things that I had to do with the Teardrops that I don't have to do now. You know, that say people say, oh well, it's cool. You know, you don't have to appear on such a show and things like that, which is good. Whereas before that would really annoy people, and I feel like maybe you've got to do favours and stuff like that. And I don't have to with Julian Cope, because, you know, if I mess up, then it only messes up me. Yeah, but I had to do it sort of thing to keep the rest of the group happy as well.
So does that mean you're a bit of a loner, really, or what?
Yeah, I am really. I like a group atmosphere occasionally. It was great on tour, but I'm not really one of the lads sort of thing. I could never handle that group thing. I think after the age of about 24, it seems a bit kind of weird, you know, a group of lads all out to conquer the world. You know, I don't really feel affinity with 3 other boys.
So do you like to be your own boss? But how can you actually motivate yourself then? Because, I mean, I would find that really difficult. How can you actually cope with that?
I don't know, I suppose it's like... It keeps me in contact with reality doing music, because I float away a bit, which is a bit... bit of a drag sometimes. You know, we kind of live in town with on love and videos, really. That's all we really need. But we're very happy at the moment. So, I'm not particularly ambitious at the moment. I'd really love people to like the music and really love them to buy it if they felt that they ought to. But I don't feel that I've got to yell and scream in their ear anymore.
So what do you do? I mean, apart from writing music, or how do you actually approach writing music then? I mean, presumably you're doing lots and lots of other things that you want to do yourself. I mean, read or whatever it is that you do. And how do you approach the music in that case? And are you influenced by what you're doing at that particular time or what?
Yeah, I think so. I think that it just depends on whatever the state is. You know, I'm like, my state at the moment has been quite constant for the past couple of years. I towards the end of the Teardrops, I got worried that whenever I'd go on stage or something, I tend to freak out a bit, so I stayed away from that. And still, to a certain extent, going back on stage was a bit weird, because I don't know what I'm expected, what's expected of me, sort of thing, or what I want to put over. I'd like to be able to put over a lot more than I think you can. And I don't want to do it in a showbiz way. I don't want us all dressed up exactly the same way, or whatever. So, no, I just needed to be away, because, I mean, I'm writing songs all the time, and I really didn't want to feel that, okay, this album's coming out because it's due for an album. I mean, I really want, it's like the second album's coming out quite soon, because I've got an album's worth of stuff that I really want to do, and I think that's far more important.
But isn't it very difficult if you've got record companies breathing down your neck saying, come on, Julian, we want the next album, or we want you to do this, or we want you to do that? How can you cope with that?
Well, I'm on Phonogram, and I think they're really cool, to be honest. They don't really tell me to do things like that. I mean, obviously, a record company wants to make money, and like, if I was a record company, I don't think I'd take me on, because it's more of a hassle. Yeah, but I think Phonogram are quite good. Like, we've got I've got Mark Almonds, we've got Rocket, Randy California. They've got people who aren't sure whether they even want to be doing it. So it's kind of a challenge to them. I think everybody is pretty cool with it.
And what about touring? Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I enjoyed this tour. It was good.
Why did you enjoy this tour in particular?
I was able to get the 25% of me that likes to be one of the lads to kind of motivate itself into a ball sort of thing. So it was good. That was good. We played Liverpool. That was good. I saw every teardrop. Saw 3 of the Teardrops. And we reenacted the Kilimanjaro First Leaf.
Well, in fact, one of the Teardrops is playing on the album.
Oh, Gary, of course, yeah.
I thought I got it wrong then, when you looked at me with a blank face.
Sorry, yeah, I forgot.
Why did you choose Gary?
I don't know, I didn't really choose. He kind of forced his way in.
Okay, we're going to talk some more in a moment, but let's listen to a track from the album. This is my favourite track. Head Hang Low from the album World, Shut Your Mouth. Julian Cope is sitting here. Why does that song really get to me? You tell me.
God, it's brilliant.
It's that line, you may sit alone like me, but please don't sit alone like me, because my world is very beautiful today. And every time I hear it, I sort of burst into tears. I think it's really, really moving. Are you a sentimental person? Are you sloppy?
No. Yeah, maybe a little bit. The required amount.
I mean, do you like sort of reading? Do you like reading other people's lyrics or other people's works, poetry, anything like that?
Yeah. I don't know if I like particularly sentimental stuff, actually. I like sad things. I mean, I don't think that song's sentimental. I think it's just sad.
Other things that move you, I mean, can you watch movies and be turned to tears, or can you read books?
Oh, yeah. World at War.
Yeah.
Just completely kills me. Yeah, a lot of things, actually. I am pretty kind of, movable.
But can you ever watch something and then think, and it makes you sort of write a song or whatever?
Yeah. But, I mean, a lot of the time, I don't know how you write songs, really. I mean...
Because your lyrics, I mean, I was reading them through today, and they're almost the sort of thing that you would study for A-level English literature. What did he mean when he said this? Which I don't believe in, because I don't think people should analyse to that extent. But, I mean, it is that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get annoyed when I think it's because it's pop music, people think, oh, it's not very much, I mean, when I go and yell in people's ears about how good it is or anything. But I'm like, they're good songs, and it's not like sixth form poetry. I mean, I know what sixth form poetry is, and it's trash. It's not like Barclay James Harvest or anything. I'm not kind of, You've got to care about music, and you've got to care about what you're saying, and what I say I really do mean. When I'm incoherent, the songs are incoherent.
Yes, but there are people who will write a song and say, oh, well, it's just a song.
Well, at the same time, it is just a song, yeah. You can't kind of choose pop music and then say, yeah, but I'm going to change the world.
No.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in all this I am a genius and all this angst-ridden stuff. That's for, like, sitting at home and, hanging yourself in that case.
One thing I do want to ask you is, who is Metron or Varin or whoever it is? Because today I tried so many places to find out who this person was, and I thought it might, just be something that you had made up, a total fabrication. But who is it?
He's a Russian dwarf who moved to France, and he wrote 9 poems, which I found in a book called Second Aeon in 1974. And he just writes brilliant poetry. It's just, the whole thing is to do with his size. And I just thought, it's just about, what a hang-up he's got about his size. And there's a lot of kind of like phallic references, like his body as a phallus and all this kind of stuff. All these 14-year-old girls and everything, don't freak out. I won't get any heavier than that.
Do you like reading poetry by obscure writers?
No, not necessarily obscure. I think they do tend to be a bit more obscure. I think the only reason that people get into more obscure stuff is because they know all the other stuff in any case, Yeah, I think. I like a lot of things. I've got great gaping holes in my knowledge of literature, but I think that's just circumstances of education,
Do you have favourite authors, then?
At the moment, yeah.
Who?
I love Stranger in a Strange Land. And Robert Heinlein.
That's right.
And Breakfast of Champions is pretty godlike. An obvious ones, like Salinger and those sort of things.
Are you happy with the times that you were born into?
Yeah, completely. I love them.
Because I'm just thinking about one of the tracks, and I can't remember the title of it now, the one that's about fighting and the war and everything. And it's got this sort of really, medieval feel to it. I always think that I'm English, and I think that there's always going to be that kind of thing.